Yo, what's up, Libra? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of June 2016. Libra, faraway travel, people from faraway places, and spirituality are going to be some of the main focuses in your life for the month of June 2016. And the reason that is because the sun is going to be transiting the sign of Gemini until June 20th. And Gemini is your ninth house. So the ninth house has to do with all the things that I just mentioned. It has to do with faraway places. It has to do with people who are from far away. It also has to do with spirituality. So until June 20th, these are going to be main focuses in your life. On June 20th, the sun is going to shift into the sign of Cancer. And Cancer is your 10th house. And your 10th house has to do with your professional situation. So after June 20th, you're going to start to get a lot busier when it comes to career matters. So those are the main themes for the month of June 2016 for you, Libra. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur in the month of June 2016 and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on June 4th, there's a new moon in Gemini. So you have a new moon in this area, this ninth house area that has to do with faraway travel, people who are from faraway places, and spirituality. So that, like, new moons are like a trigger, and I say it every time. So every time a new moon happens, it sets off all these new events for the following 6 months. So for the following 6 months after June 4th, there's going to be all these new things that are going to start to develop in your life regarding faraway travel, regarding people who are from far away, regarding spirituality. So maybe in the next 6 months, you're going to be possibly even going somewhere far away that you've never been before. Maybe people are going to start to appear in your life who are from faraway places in the next 6 months. And there may be spiritual people who are going to begin to appear in your life over the next 6 months. And it doesn't necessarily have to be organized religion. I mean, yeah, maybe for some Libras it will be, but for others it may be a figure who is in, maybe people who are more into an alternative type of spirituality, such as astrology, for example. On June 6th, the sun in Gemini, once again, this ninth house area that has to do with faraway places, people who are from far away, and spirituality, is actually making what's called a conjunction with the planet Venus. And Venus is also in this ninth house area. And Venus is the planet of love and beauty and romance. And it's making a conjunction in the sun, or making a conjunction with the sun in this ninth house area. So they're aligning in the same area. So, I mean, I feel like this suggests that you could imminently be departing on some sort of faraway journey. If that's not the case, then maybe it's, and I feel like romance, it might have to do with romance too, because, I mean, Venus is in the mix, and Venus is the planet of love and romance. So it is potentially a romantic getaway. And if that's not the case, then maybe it's that you're interacting with someone who's from far away, and this could be a romantic connection possibly. Or it could be that you're interacting romantically with someone who's spiritual. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be organized religion. Maybe it is somebody who's into organized religion, maybe not. Maybe it's somebody who's into an alternative spiritual subject, such as astrology, for example. So look out for that on June 6th. On June 9th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Taurus. And Taurus is your 8th house, and your 8th house has to do with shared finances, shared resources, and it even has to do with your sex life. And it's actually making what's called an opposition to Mars, the power planet, which is in Scorpio. And Scorpio is your 2nd house, and that has to do with your money situation. So oppositions are a challenging aspect. So, you know, you have Mars on one, you have Mercury on one end of the sky, and then you have Mars on the other end of the sky, and they're making an exact opposition to each other. So they're facing off, and they're facing off between the areas that have to do with your shared resources and your money. And Mars is actually going backwards. Mars is doing a retrograde. Everyone thinks retrograde is going backwards. Well, the planet looks like it's going backwards, but it's really not. But what does it mean astrologically? It means that this may have to do with somebody from your past. So, you know, maybe you're dealing with some sort of money issue that you've dealt with someone in your past before. Or the case is maybe it's a current situation, someone who you currently share your resources with, but now the same money issue is beginning to reoccur. So look out for that on June 9th. There's going to be a challenging conversation regarding shared resources and money on June 9th for your Libra. So just want to give you a heads up about that one. On June 12th, Venus, the planet of love, once again is in this ninth house area that has to do with the faraway travel, the faraway places, and it also has to do with spirituality. And it's making a positive angle to Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of serendipity. It's the planet of the unexpected, and it's in Aries, and Aries is your seventh house. Your seventh house has to do with all the one-on-one relationships in your life. And when it comes to this, I mean, it sounds like it has to do with one in particular special one-on-one relationship in your life. I mean, there's a lot of things that are suggesting this month, Libra, especially here's another aspect that suggests that maybe you're going to be going somewhere far away in the month of June. And this is a positive angle between Venus and Uranus on June 12th. So, I mean, like I said, if it's not somewhere far away that you're going, maybe it's you're just interacting or having a romantic moment with someone who is from a faraway culture or from a faraway place, or like I said before, it could be someone who's a spiritual person. On June 13th, Neptune, the planet of dreams, actually begins its retrograde process in Pisces, and once again, retrograde is when the planet looks like it's going backwards. Everyone really thinks the planet is going backwards when it's retrograde, but it's really not. It just looks like it is, but what does it mean astrologically? Well, it's going to be going backwards, or it's going to be retrograding in Pisces, which is your sixth house, and your sixth house has to do with your work, your daily life, and your health, and it's going to be retrograding in this area until November 19th. So this could bring back people from your past who you've worked with. Maybe it's going to bring people back who you used to work with, who used to be in your daily life, who you used to know maybe through fitness or health. So look out for that. And that's a long process. I mean, June 13th until November 19th, you're going to have maybe some people reappear in this area. It's also maybe things are under review regarding work, regarding your health. Maybe, and it also has to do with when planets go retrograde, it shakes off old processes. So, any outdated concepts you have about your work or your health are going to be shaken off from between June 13th and November 19th while Neptune is retrograding in that area. On June 17th, Saturn, the planet of restriction, is actually in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is your third house, and that has to do with all the communication in your life, and it's making a challenging aspect to Neptune, which is in Pisces, that sixth house area that has to do with your work, your daily life, and your health. So it sounds like challenging, because Saturn is that area of communication for you. It sounds like challenging conversations or communications regarding work matters on June 17th or around that time. Maybe it even maybe you're even communicating something challenging about your health. Maybe there's a health issue that you're dealing with and you're communicating about it. On the same day, Venus, the planet of love, goes into Cancer, and Cancer is once again, your 10th house of your professional life and your career. So it sounds like you could really be feeling the love at work. Things could be going really well from a professional standpoint for you after June 17th, Libra. On June 20th, there is a full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, once again, your third house of communication, and these full moons, they can shake things up, or they can bring things to fruition, or they can do both. And I feel like maybe there's some sort of message that you need to get across. Maybe there's some sort of message that you've been holding back about, Libra, and on the full moon, around the time of the full moon, June 20th, or even following that, you may decide to express whatever's on your mind. If you've been holding something in, you need to get it out, then it sounds like it may come out. And it could have to do with you bringing something to fruition regarding maybe like look, for example, like I'm making a video on YouTube. Maybe there's a YouTube video that you want to shoot, or something on social media that you're going to launch for the first time. So just keep that in mind around June 20th, Libra. On June 27th, Venus, the planet of love, is in Cancer. Once again, Cancer being your 10th house of your professional situation. And it is making a positive aspect to Neptune, which is in Pisces, that sixth house that has to do with your work, your daily life, and your health. And I feel like on this day, June 27th, I mean, because Neptune's retrograding, it has to do maybe with somebody from your past in a romantic situation, maybe somebody who you used to work with. There could be some sort of reoccurring romantic situation with this person on June 27th. And if that's not the case, this is a positive angle between Venus, the planet of love, and Neptune. And, it's in your work and career area. So once again, it could just suggest that you're having a really great day at work on June 27th. And I believe June 27th is actually a Monday this year. So it sounds like, everyone always shrugs at Mondays. Mondays are not fun, but it sounds like this Monday could actually be a great one for you on June 27th, Libra. On June 29th, Mars, the power planet, is finally going direct. It's been retrograding since May 27th in Scorpio, and Scorpio is your second house, and that has to do with your money situation. So, Mars has been retrograding, doing the backwards thing since May 27th, and it sounds like there's been some sort of challenge or hang up, and Mars gets irritated when it's in retrograde. And this has to do with your money situation. So, since May 27th, it sounds like there's been some sort of challenge or hang up, or, maybe you've even been waiting for some payout regarding your money and it's just been held up. But now Mars is going to go forward on June 29th, so you can breathe a sigh of relief when it comes to your money situation. If there's anything that you've been struggling with regarding your money situation, Libra, I'd say once June 29th hits and beyond June 29th, things are really going to smooth out when it comes to your money situation. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Libra. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Enjoy the month of June, and I'll see you next time.